Today, we're diving into the latest on the OnePlus 13, set to launch on October 31st at 4 p.m. local time in China. OnePlus has just confirmed that this flagship will come with Qualcomm's brand new Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, and we've got some exciting performance benchmarks shared by Digital Chat Station. Let's break it all down. First up, let's look at the numbers. In the GFX Bench Aztec 1440p test, the OnePlus 13 scored an impressive 120 frames per second while drawing just 13 watts of power. To put that into perspective, the Dimensity 9400 managed 125 frames per second at 12.6 watts, while the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 capped at 85 frames per second with 12.5 watts. This places the OnePlus 13 as a standout in both energy efficiency and sheer performance, thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Let's move on to gaming benchmarks to see how it handles some popular titles. The OnePlus 13 reached 120.5 frames per second at just 3 watts, while the Dimensity 9400 clocked in slightly higher at 120.7 frames per second but used 3.8 watts. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 scored 114.6 frames per second with a higher power draw of 4.28 watts. The OnePlus 13 delivered 59.8 frames per second using 4.07 watts, making it efficient compared to the Dimensity 9400's 59.3 frames per second at 5.35 watts and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3's 56 frames per second at a higher 6.6 watts, and notably, that one generated quite a bit of heat. This game's native 120 frames per second mode was no problem for the OnePlus 13, which reached 121 frames per second using just 5.4 watts, showcasing incredible efficiency for a resource-demanding game. All tests were conducted under real-world conditions, with 5G and Wi-Fi enabled, WeChat running in the background, and display brightness set to 400 nits at a room temperature of 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit 24 degrees Celsius. In terms of thermal management, the OnePlus 13 keeps cool even under intense gaming loads, which highlights its excellent cooling system. Battery life is another big talking point. The Snapdragon 8 Elite's lower power consumption paired with a rumored 6000 mAh silicon-carbon battery should make the OnePlus 13 a powerhouse for battery life, expected to lead among flagship phones when the global version arrives in 2025. Silicon-carbon battery technology, for those unfamiliar, uses silicon instead of graphite, allowing it to store around 20 times more electrons. This innovation is becoming more common in smartphones and even some budget models like the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus. If the OnePlus 13 features this tech, it could easily be a game-changer for battery longevity in the flagship category. So, what are your thoughts? Are these benchmarks and the potential battery life enough to make you excited about the OnePlus 13? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.